Welcome back to the Todd Hanger. This is Mike coming at you with the perfect next wave of Silverhawks. And I have probably never seen a more perfect wave. Perfect. And if you were to say, Mike, what would you want next? I want Vac Metal Copper Kid. I haven't even opened the regular, what is it? The Chalk Hawks, the Primer Hawks version. I haven't opened that one yet because I knew we were getting Vac Metal. So I'm waiting on the Vac Metal Copper Kid. Yes Man and Poker Face. And let me tell you, those are the ones I've been asking for. Yes Man and Poker Face for a while, and we already got the Melodia. This is a perfect wave. You say, well, shouldn't a perfect wave have 4? We'll get into that. So I got 3. So we'll have a discussion of this. We'll talk about this. And I gotta say, if you want the extra little face pack, which I don't care about, you need to get it from Super 7 and you need to get it fast. Last time they sold out in hours. Now, they're still going to have the other 3 available. It's just the little face pack that goes with it. Technically, it's free if you go through Super 7, but you got to pay now in June. They will not be available July 1st. It'll be gone way before, long before July 1st hits. But we won't get these till Q1 of 2027. So, I mean, it's a mixed bag, but still a perfect wave. I mean, I couldn't have picked a better wave myself. Wait, this is what I asked for last time. So let's talk about this coming up. So I think this is how the wave started, the reveal. We got to see the poker face, a close-up of his face. Do the eyes roll? I don't even know. I don't even know if his eyes roll. It's a good question. I don't have the answer to just yet. But if his eyes roll, that is so cool. Just kind of like the slot machine. That's just how it works. But anyway, this was the first reveal. I'm getting ahead or behind myself at the same time. And by the way, full disclosure, I'm the world's leading Super 7 shill. And I kind of buck the trend of everyone else who hates Super 7. I love the figures. I really am having a great time. Not loving the price as much, but we're going to get into that. Which, it's okay for this wave. The price, I would say. Okay, not great. Then I have this coming soon Super 7, so I don't know what came first. The coming soon, the face reveal, but I don't really care. Let's get into the full-on good picture here of poker face. So this is the glamour shots they usually do. They'll give us a glamour shot. They'll give us just the basics and then maybe like accessories and stuff. So he's got this little stick and he uses that magical in there. I'm going to try to get this video up as fast as I can. I was going to try to get some video clips in it, but I have gotten copyright hit on Silverhawks even like a week after it went up. So I know not to touch Silverhawks for the copyright purpose. For even 8 seconds, they will come after you. They're Warner Brothers. They're not fun. But yeah, poker face. I would try to find the little when he uses this item, but I guess so. We're just not going to have that in this video, and I can't promote the product as well because of the copyright or whatever. But I'm buying these, but I'm going to go through the Big Bad Toy Store, and I'll explain that here in a bit. I always do. I always go through BBTS. But with that, here's the poker face, and he looks great. We've seen customs in the past. This blows them all out of the water, and it looks good. I usually like to point out, like usually with these Ultimates, you can put them with the vintage figures for like Thundercats, and then Tiger Sharks. You can do that. I don't know how well this would work with vintage figures, but if you just kind of in your mind, Poker Face was a taller dude, then you could probably put it with your vintage figures. So it opens a market if that works. But all right, so he's got this large different symbols, like symbols from your playing card deck on his staff. It shoots a beam. He's got money bags. Everyone in this has money bags. Probably the same ones, right? Are they? And then I like the deck sprawling that he can do. So that's really, really good. Which is kind of shown in the main picture of the 3. And then he's got the, is that money? Is that supposed to be cash in his hand? And all the different hands. His top hat that's removable, which is great, so that you put it on either head. I wonder if the glasses are removable or not. I wonder if the eyes move or not. Looks like he's got 2 points of articulation in his waist. He's got abdominal articulation. So, upping the game in the waist. They didn't waste time with that. So, I don't want to waste more time. It looks fantastic. Let's get into Yes Man. I am a Super 7 Yes Man over here. I do call out Super 7 on stuff that I don't like. So that's knocks me down on shill status. But I think that if you love something, you want it to be great. And this looks great. I mean, this feels like it walked out of the cartoon. And that's what every single Super 7 figure looks like. And I just watched a review of the most recent Thundercats one. Jagara looked like she walked out of the cartoon. But I'll wait when I review that figure or show that figure. She doesn't look like she has any detail. It literally is a flat face and just paint on it. I didn't catch that the first go around. And you don't see that in the renders. This has detail in the face, and of course the paint apps and all that kind of stuff. And that long tail, pretty cool. Kind of like is it Lady Slither or something like that? That Mattel made in Motu. I don't know because I don't have her. I missed her, but anyway, Poker Face, and now Yes Man, and Yes Man is looking good. Let's see what he comes with. He comes with a bag of money. Looking good. He's got gold bars. Does he know? Did they know back then these gold bars? Gold was going to go to 4,000 an ounce. Well, it went to 5,000 an ounce, but now it's back down to like 4,000 an ounce or something like that. I got to look that up. I don't look up the gold prices every day. Looks like it's got a stand that would plug in so that he can be more stable, which makes a lot of sense. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, like usual. And a bag of money. So not a whole lot of accessories. I don't really need a lot of accessories. In fact, if I can't display it with the figure, I don't really need it, but I leave it in the box. But yeah, Yes Man's gonna work. I think he looks great. Can't wait to get my hands on him. So I guess what we have left in this wave is, these first two are the newest ones. Like, we haven't seen the mold before. But this is definitely highly necessary. Vac Metal Copper Kid, the toy version, coming with a toy version of his bird, which I forgot is it Mayday? Is it Mayday? I think. Anyway, it looks good. I mean, the bird, not so excited about so much, but the Vac Metal figure, again, we don't know if it's going to be this color. We don't know. It could come out being the exact same color as Hot Wing or something, which I do want a Vac Metal Hot Wing. I do want all the other ones. So I'm going to save the rest of the conversation for when I'm just done talking about him. This little guy here deserves some talking about. Now, there's question about whether it comes with a stand or not. I assume it does, or why wouldn't they include it if it's shown in this promo pic? That's the stand. It looks good. Would we get this stand for all of them eventually somehow? Will they do a stand pack? I don't know. Going forward, are they going to be included? I don't know. So there's questions. And that wasn't even my question. Someone else brought that up, but that's still pretty cool. And now, I guess there's not much more to say other than the fact that I had a question. Since they raised the base price to $65, before the Vac Metal figures were $10 more. So does this mean that the new Vac Metal figures are going to be $75? Well, although Copper Kid's smaller, so I mean, just take that with a grain of salt. It's still $65. All right, so here's the quick, easy, simple math. Copper Kid, Yes Man, Poker Face, and Super Pack, $195. So simple math would be at 60 each, it's 180. Add the 5 in, gets to 195. So it's 65 each still, which I'm not a fan of that price point. I originally reluctantly went full on into all of this at $45 a figure. I felt that was a pretty good value. Now we're up $20 higher, 50% increase almost. And I understand lower production numbers, and we're seeing it. We're seeing it in real time that the production numbers are cut way lower. So that's why I'm accepting paying this. When you're looking at like a GI Joe classified figure that make 70,000 of, versus these that are probably down to 5,000. I don't even know how many. They're probably only making like 5,000. They were probably making 10,000 before. So, and of course, reserving the right to do another production run in the future and all that kind of stuff. And if each one of these waves follows the structure, then you get a Vac Metal, same figure we've had before, but made in Vac Metal. Some slight differences because it's going to be the toy version. And that saves them money. So, Copper Kid, no new tooling, really, I don't think. Very little. I mean, the little bird that's in there. All new tooling on the other two figures, though. So it's a wave of 3. Why is this a perfect wave? Because, first of all, it's under $200 to get the whole wave. Yes, that's still pricey, but under 200, it's better than, what was it if it was 4? That'd have been 260. I guess that is still simple, easy math. Then, okay, it feels a little more affordable laying out $195 plus tax and shipping, depending on where you get it from. Also, the fact that we're finishing up these Vac Metal figures, now we get the opportunity for Hot Wing to be Vac Metalized. We still need Vac Metal Flashback. We still need Moon Racer? Moon Striker. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? My mind's not. But we still need to get the rest of those figures and get them Vac Metal, and they have to make it in a Primer Hawk first, and then they have to make it Vac Metal later. Well, I will say though, Flashback is a little shinier than the average Primer Hawk one, the average Toon version that they make. I will put that out there, but still, like, nowhere near the ballpark of Vac Metal. I do think we need this Vac Metal. So the next wave, we would definitely need Flashback and Vac Metal. Definite need. And what other reuse is there for them? Other than that, I don't believe they produce a lot. And that's another thing. I don't think they're producing a whole lot of these because they have their own system to follow of just putting out another run in the Vac Metal. The Vac Metal being more popular is my belief. Alright, so my picks or expectation for wave... What's the next wave? Wave 9? Is this wave 8? So the next wave, I expect to see a Vac Metal Hot Wing. Like, why not? That would make sense. And then after that, we would see the Vac Metal version of Flashback. We really do need Moon Striker, and I've got to say, I know they want to like stretch it out as long as they can so they can make use of the license, but they also need to sell enough product to make use of the license. I would like to see Moon Striker. Obviously, it would be the last Hawk that is sort of necessary to get out the gate, and then Vac Metalize it down the road, which I would be more in for the Vac Metalized version, but of course, I would buy the standard one right when it came out. So that's got to happen. Maybe they could do both. Maybe we can get a Vac Metal toy version of the Hot Wing, and then get Moon Striker, and then set it up to be, 2 or 3 more waves down, get that one as Vac Metal. Then we got to get some other characters that aren't just the Hawks, of course. That's how they do it. Seymour seems to be like... I would expect Seymour to be one they make, especially because they like making real small ones and still charging $65. I'm curious how they do it. I don't know if enough people would care about his cab, to get Seymour's cab. I don't know if that's something people would want, to spend like $250 to get Seymour in his cab. But I see Seymour coming pretty soon. And then just because I wanted to kind of like flex a little bit and see what would they do and what falls in line with how Brian thinks, I feel like Zero the Memory Thief. I looked at a lot of the other characters. They just don't look as appealing in figure form as this guy does. So this guy looks like he would fit perfectly. Actually, he'd fit perfectly in with a Thundercats collection too. But just that's looking at a handful of characters. That one right there looks like it fits the bill. And I don't know much about this next one. So I'm just throwing this out there. Well, these next two. these next two. Now this is one that several people said they would expect to see a bounty hunter, the bounty hunter. So I didn't get a. That's the best picture I found. Just quickly looking at pictures, it's not good, but looks like a figure they would probably do. And then one I need to find the episode because I don't remember this at all. It's the episode with Smiley. Smiley, and let me see if I think it even says. No, it doesn't say what episode it's from. I'm sure it's just named Smiley, the episode, right? So that's a weird looking figure that they could possibly make. It almost looks like kind of Nacelle's take on the RoboForce. That's sort of what that character looks like. But yeah, I still would say we need to get a Vac Metal version of Hot Wing. We need to get Moonstriker. We need to get Seymour, and probably Zero the Memory Thief. So what do you think about this wave? As I was trying to figure out who I want to predict for the next lineup, BBTS got theirs in stock. I've got mine pre-ordered through BBTS, mostly because I don't want to put my money down now. BBTS has it saying it's going to show up in March. When you think Q1, you think January. You don't think about March. You're not thinking March of 2027. So that's quite a ways away. But what do you think about this lineup? I already said it. This is the perfect wave. It's going to be hard to beat this. The lineup I laid out is going to be good also. But it puts us into a 4 in the future. But if they keep it at 3 and they keep this going and we get 3 more waves, we will probably have really exhausted everything that most people want in Silverhawks. And with that, I commend Brian for getting as much done. I want the colors of the Vac Metal to be better. To match the render, please. That's all I ask. Tight Ear Maker out.